power.
A pure power.
Welcome to Movie Mojo 10. Some of the greatest science fiction films available on Netflix will take you to far-off worlds, bleak futures, and the most amazing heights of human ingenuity. Your inner science fiction fan will be delighted by these choices, which range from high-tech thrillers to alien invasions and more. Number 10. The Thing.
This thing copies its prey and then hides inside it.
Matthijs van Heiningen Jr. is the director of this science fiction horror film. It explores the specifics of the alien creature's discovery at the Norwegian Expedition Outpost in Antarctica and serves as a precursor to the 1982 movie of the same name. A Norwegian team of researchers discovers an unnamed spaceship stranded beneath the Antarctic ice in the opening scene of the movie. The protagonist of the narrative is paleontologist Kate Lloyd, who is brought in to do research and comes upon an unidentified extraterrestrial life form that has the ability to replicate any living thing. The crew must distinguish between those who are infected and those who are human as suspicion grows. The Antarctic setting is masterfully filmed, wonderfully capturing the region's harshness and remoteness, even though some sequences' overuse of computer-generated imagery reduces the profound misery. The film struggles to overcome the legacy of its predecessor because it is a prequel. Although it provides further context for the events of the 1982 film, it lacks the excitement and originality of the original. Number 9. The Blackout.
As we all know, something happened 24 days ago.
Igor Baranov is the director of this 2019 science fiction action film. The movie is set in a world where a mysterious blackout has affected most of Earth, leaving only a small portion of Eastern Europe unaffected. Humanity's last hope for survival is found in this region, which is called the Circle of Life. The military forces under the command of Major ALG, who have been stationed inside the circle and discover the true cause of the darkness, are the center of attention. They are compelled to think about whether humanity is deserving of mercy. Large-scale action scenes, expertly rendered computer graphics, and a sinister, foreboding atmosphere make for an aesthetically stunning movie. It has problems with tempo and continuity, despite having a great concept and images. All things considered, the plot is full of audacious ideas and produces a fantastic science fiction epic. Number 8. Mortal Engines.
I have to.
Christian Rivers is the director of this 2018 post-apocalyptic science fiction epic. The film, which is based on Philip Reeves' book, envisions a future when cities have changed into mobile factories that search the earth for resources. In order to murder Thaddeus Valentine, a ruthless historian engineer who intends to convert antiquated machinery into weapons, Hester Shaw, a furious young lady, enters London, a massive moving city at the heart of the story. With its visually stunning moving cities and steampunk-style technology, the film flawlessly captures the breadth and grandeur of the novel. However, the film struggles to reconcile the richness of the novel's idea and attempts to condense a multi-layered, intricate book into a 2-hour running time. Many of the parts and world-building elements appear flimsy as a result. The absence of depth may ultimately disappoint book lovers, but despite its shortcomings, it's still worth seeing for anyone seeking an adventure with a strong visual component. Number 7. The Faculty.
Their teachers were from another planet. Critics are calling it hip and scary. A thrilling ride from beginning to end.
Robert Rodriguez is the director of this science fiction horror film from 1998. The story, which takes place at Harrington High School, follows a group of students as they discover that their teachers have been overrun by aliens. The students must confront their personal anxieties while surviving the horrifying invasion as they band together to stop the alien threat. In order to produce terrifying alien mutations and exciting action sequences, the film's aesthetic combines real-life effects with computer-generated imagery from the late 1990s. Even though some of the effects seem outdated for today's viewers, the realistic computer-generated imagery and animal designs are still striking. The film is an engaging experience since it consistently blends comedy, satire, and terror. The action-packed drama and excellent performances more than make up for the lack of an alien past and some of the plot aspects seeming cliches. All things considered, it is a fun sci-fi horror movie that will appeal to audiences that appreciate creature flicks and teen dramas from the 1990s. Number 6. Slither.
Monsters.
Something's wrong with me.
James Gunn is the director of this science fiction comedy from 2006. A local named Grant becomes afflicted by an alien parasite that washes ashore in the peaceful hamlet of Wheelsey, where the film is set. The parasite's contamination spreads through a hive mind system, with Grant serving as its host, and Sheriff Bill Party and a few survivors try to stop the invasion from getting worse. The film's tone is made wickedly humorous by its small cast of charming, quirky people. Overall, it's a good blend of humor and horror, but how well it works will depend on how much gore and satire the audience can handle. Extremely graphic scenes that may be too much for some viewers are included throughout the movie. Its clever script, strong acting, and lighthearted tone make it stand out in the horror comedy genre, even though the plot is quite simple and devoid of deeper ideas or originality. Number 5. Bumblebee. This science fiction action adventure film, which centers on the well-known Autobot Bumblebee, functions as both a prequel and a sort of reboot to the Transformers franchise. Bumblebee escapes to Earth to establish a stronghold for the Autobots, while the Decepticons defeat the Autobots in a battle on Cybertron at the start of the movie. The narrative shifts to 1987 California, where Charlie Watson, a teenage girl grieving the loss of her father, finds a yellow Volkswagen in a scrapyard that is broken down and learns it is a robot. Two Decepticons, posing as Bumblebee's human pals, secretly pursue him as he makes his way to Earth. The film's visuals deviate from the wildly disorganized style of other Transformers movies, allowing viewers to follow the plot without being overtaken by visuals. All things considered, Bumblebee sets itself apart from its forerunners by prioritizing a compelling story over excessive opulence. The franchise is given new life by its nostalgic tone and human plot, even though it may not be as grand as Michael Bay's editions. Bumblebee is a welcome return for fans who believed the Transformers series was doomed. Number 4. Nerve.
Do you know where I can find this dress?
We became prisoners of the game.
We control your life.
The only way out is to win.
Based on Gene Ryan's 2012 novel, it is a 2016 technical thriller helmed by Henry Yost and Ariel Schulman. The story revolves around V. Delmonico, a reserved senior in high school who, in an attempt to display her daring side, joins Nerve, a dubious online game where participants compete for cash rewards and spectators pay to watch and choose who dares. V is matched with Ian, a charming player, on her first dare, and the two become trapped in a scenario where the audience decides their fate. The world of the digital age is given reality through the efficient integration of real-time text layers and mobile devices. Nerve is a stylish, action-packed thriller that raises thought-provoking issues about the perils of anonymity on social media and a collective mentality. A more thorough analysis of its intriguing subject is frequently overshadowed by the story's reliance on fast-paced action and spectacle. All things considered, Nerve is a visually arresting movie that skillfully captures the peril and wonder of exposure in the digital age. Number 3. Project Power.
We stabilize it, then we weaponize it.
Power goes to where it always goes, to the people that already have it.
It's time to rise. It's time to rise.
Ariel Schulman and Henry Yost are the directors of this sci-fi action thriller from 2020. The film, which is set in gloomy New Orleans, revolves around a peculiar substance that grants users superpowers for 5 minutes. The narrative follows former soldier Art, local police officer Frank Shaver, and adolescent dealer Robin as they uncover the deadly conspiracy and battle against stronger foes who take use of pill powers. The film combines stark realism with amazing visual effects to highlight people's unpredictable potential. Furthermore, Furthermore, the setting of New Orleans, with its vibrant culture and urban disarray, provides a captivating background. Despite having an intriguing concept, the movie is poorly executed and doesn't delve deeper into its subjects. Notwithstanding these drawbacks, it is an entertaining science fiction action film with a unique twist on the superhero genre, complete with gripping sequences, excellent acting, and an intriguing idea. Number 2. District 9.
Find that freak. It's gonna be clean. Best of all,
Neil Blomkamp is the director of this 2009 sci-fi action movie. The plot is set in South Africa, where a massive alien spacecraft appeared years ago, trapping the locals and aliens known as prawns in District 9. The government employs a private firm named Multinational United, MNU, to relocate the immigrants to a different base that is remote from populous regions. The story revolves around MNU field officer Wikus van der Merwe, who is assigned to spearhead the relocation effort but turns into an MNU target after inadvertently coming into contact with a mysterious alien chemical. The aliens and their surroundings appear authentic due to the film's documentary-style production and faultless use of computer-generated imagery. The pacing is superb, and its clever blend of action, emotion, science fiction, and social commentary keeps readers interested. The story's unrepentant portrayal of brutality and grim realism, however, can unnerve some viewers. It stands out in the genre for its inventiveness and compelling message about the human propensity for both forgiveness and savagery. Number 1. I'm Your Man.
Es gibt einen Graben zwischen uns.
Ich gehe jetzt zurück.
Fällt aber, Sie behandeln Tom wie eine Maschine.
Woran liegt das Ihrer Meinung nach? Dass eine Maschine ist?
It's a romantic sci-fi dramedy from 2021 that explores relationships, love, and AI. The story revolves around Alma, a lonely scientist who agrees to participate in an odd experiment to obtain money for her research. She must live with Tom, an artificially intelligent robot created to be her ideal partner for 3 weeks. The film examines challenging topics like friendship, independence, and the true meaning of love via their interactions. Dan Stevens is excellent as Tom, giving a stunningly realistic robotic performance, while Maren Eggert does a good job portraying Alma's emotional state. The novel masterfully blends humor and intellectual concepts, even though its slow-burning narration may not be to everyone's taste. Fundamentally, I'm Your Man offers a compelling interpretation of the romantic comedy genre by combining amusing scenes with provocative queries regarding relationships and identity.